As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Fanhome, building Robocop, building the legendary cyborg. In this video, we're going to complete stage 20 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for stage 20. That's really good, that is. That's really good. They've got the lighting on there. They've got the correct lighting on there. From this angle, it's like a bright light, and this angle, it's kind of purple. It's really good. Okay. Prosthetics and makeup, creating the characters. Peter Weller underwent endless makeup sessions to transform him into Robocop. I wouldn't have liked to be inside that suit, I'm telling you now. Claustrophobic much? Yeah, there's Alex. The characterization of Agent Lewis, played by Nancy Allen, avoided sexualization of the character. Robocop's armor suffered damage throughout the filming. Whoa. That freaked me out, that there. Actor Paul McCrane from ER in makeup preparing for the scene in which his character has been disfigured by acid. Oh, I wouldn't have done that either. So these are the component parts of this stage, and we're actually still concentrating on the lower leg. These are the step-by-step instructions, so we should have a completed lower leg by the end, and we're actually going to connect everything up. That's really good. Really good. That's Work or Servitude, a new workpiece. Yeah, that looks like something out of Star Wars there. Yeah, it does. We're not quite there with robots yet, but AI is here. I suppose it won't be long before we put AI inside robots. Androids. Yeah, it's really interesting. So, that's what I always like to do, you know this. I like to make sure what it says we have here, that we have here. Just outside shot there, there's the leg, there's the lower leg, and the knee joint's just missing there. So everything's close at hand. So I think we'll probably do one leg, and then maybe we'll probably do the other leg as well. Or the other arm, because we've only done one arm, I think. One arm fully, I think. Yeah. So that's ballistic, and then we've got a little bit in here. I'm just gonna check in there's nothing else before I go crazy with the scalpel. Scalpel away. We've got 3 bags of screws, I think. And that's metal. It's got a little bit of plastic at the bottom there, some kind of black plastic. So let's see. So we haven't got that many components for here. So we have the outer calf, left calf there. We have the upper left knee, outer. And then we've got EM screws, AM screws, and EP screws. So we've got everything that it says that we need for this build. So we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our screws, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to get this knee joint section here. that we completed in stage 19. We'll get this piece here, which is the upper knee, left knee outer, and it should just sit in here. It should just click in here. Just see, check that. It's funny, I just tested it, test fitted it off camera, and it's there we go. See, slots right in like that. And then we've got to use 2 screws. So it's saying one up here and one here. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Yeah, one here and one here. And we're going to be using 2 EP screws, so I'm going to hold this together. I'll put the screws away off camera. So we need EP screws. Yeah, there's EP screws here, I just didn't label them. Okay, so we get 2 EP screws. Load onto the screwdriver, like so. Ambidextrous and everything. Right, so I'm going to swap thumbs over. Let's make sure that's straight on there, like that. So according to this, one screw goes in there. See this hole here. Sorry, I knocked the camera. All right, this hole here. Oh, it's very small. Very tight there. There it's in. So I'm going to start screwing that in place. I'm not going to tighten it until I get the second screw in. Let's load up the second screw. Like that. Still hold it. I'm just trying to see where this goes. I can't see because it's quite deep, so I'm just going to go down. Kind of try and feel my way down there. Alright. It clicked in place, although it's quite deep down there. So I'm just going to tighten it. Hope it's tightening. Like that. Let's see where I'm going with it. So I'm going to see if I can feel my way down to it because I can't see. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Just want to make sure it's in tight. And just give that a little tighten up. There we go. Screw in that and a screw in there. And that holds that piece together. I'm just saying to pull this up. Yeah, it's up. It's up where it should be. So good. Okay. I brought the lower left leg back from the last video, or the video before that. So I've got this section here. So again, we've got that kind of L-shaped thing there. That needs to be facing this way. And then if you look at the bottom, we've got kind of like a slit in between this plastic. And it actually goes here. You see here and here. I'll just show you. So you've got like a piece there and a piece there. And the plastic bit slides in between them two. Like that. See this bottom bit there? It fits, slides in. I'm just going to get it in the right position. Right. Like that. Slides in like that there. You can see it's fitting in, it's slotting in here. See if you can see the I wonder if it goes back further. Don't think it does. Yeah, so that's it in there. So see, I don't know if you can see, there's that right at the back there, there's a metal that's slotting in between these gaps in the black plastic on both sides there. As you can see there, it's slotting in between there. And then what we've got to do is we've got to screw it in place with two EM screws. Couldn't find the little cardboard thing from the EP, so I just fashioned a new one there, just wrote it out, so that's good. So got this lined up. So we're going to put I think we're going to put a screw in there and a screw in there, I think. Let me just have a look. It's all very dark. I mean, I can't really see. Let's see. So we're going to put a screw here and a screw here, but we're not going to put one in the middle. Right, got it. So, and they're quite deep holes, so it's going to be a bit tricky to kind of navigate down there. So, there, I think we're in. I know you can't see me screwing it in because my hands are in the way. So before I screw it tight, I'm going to get this second one in. So I put the first one in this hole here, skip that hole, and there's a hole at the top, and I'm going to put this not sure if that's in tight, but see, it's more feel now than actually seeing. So I'm going to tighten this up. I'm going to see if I can get in there again, like that. It's tighten. There. That should hold it in place, which it is. It's very solid now. It's very solid. So there, the legs actually, as you can see it from this side, it's really is starting to look really well. So what we've got to do is we've got to get this piece on the other side. So I brought the support rod here back from the previous video. So what we do is we've got to turn this this inner thigh, inner lower leg, and turn it around there, and then you see these two long screw holes here and here. They match up with these two holes here. So there's a little gap there, if you can see there. That's where this, see there, right there, the little thin piece of metal. So that sits on there like that. So, and then it sits over those two screws there. So what we need to do is we need to screw them in place with a couple of AM screws. Let's just load it up. To hold it in place like that. Let's get the first one in. Let's make sure that just check. Make sure that that's still, yeah, it's going through that gap there. Load up the second screw. Just slide it up there. You can't see what I'm doing. just turn it around that way, and then load in the second screw. Just gonna do it until it tightens up. And I'm going to tighten the first screw. I like that. So you can see it from the other side. Look at that. Wow. That looks really good. Right, now we're ready to close the leg. So this is the outer calf. Yeah, that's the outer calf. As you can see, there's a really long, see that really long screw hole there, and it fits in there all the way through. So I'm just gonna line it up like that. As you can see, it's slowly kind of coming together. So I'm just making sure it closes the way it's supposed to. Like that. And it closes at the front as well. Yeah, okay. There, see it's closed. It will tighten in with the screws, I'm assuming. So I've got that in. And then we've got to attach, let's see which way around. Yeah, we're going to turn it around this way, like that, where we've got like an open part here and an open part here. And we need 2 EM screws. Yeah, 2 EM screws. Just slide the leg up a bit so you can see the foot as well. Yeah, it's really coming together, this leg assembly. So I'll load up one screw, and one goes up here, because obviously we're going to be covering that up anyway with some paneling or something like that there. So it's gonna feel its way in. Hoping it's in. It's just one of those things where you got to feel it going in rather than see it, because it's quite a deep hole. And then the second screw goes in this hole here, this bigger hole. Just gonna see, just gonna watch it go in. Hold that. Right. Just give it a little shake. I'm just going to see if I can just tighten this one, although I can't see it. I'm just going to tighten it. Really should go tighter. Let's see. It's going to keep pushing until it stops. Right, there we go. So that's the leg closed. That. Wow, that's looking good. I have to be careful of this bit because it's plastic. This bit's plastic. Just be careful of this bit. The rod. Okay. So we've got to position this rod between the 2 gaps there, like that, between the 2 spaces, and then we've got to So push the lower part of the rod 17A into the recess in the foot, which is here, marked with an L. Do I see an L? I don't see an L. Right there. And secure it from the outside. Yeah, here. From the outside with an AM screw. This will be fun. It's going to move. That should come out. There we go. Need to make sure that, right, there we go, the hole's lined up now. Just got to be very careful when I put this in. Make sure it goes all the way down. You hear that crunch? Go. Leave the screw slightly loose. I knew that. I knew I had to do that because it won't. See there, look there. See there. Oh wow. Then we've got to do the other side. Finish attaching the rod by fixing the AM screw on the other side of the foot. I knew that. I knew I had to do that. So I'm going to spin it around like that. Need to get another AM screw. I'm just going to make sure it's lined up. Let's see. Yep. And finally tighten the screw from the previous step. Yep, do you hear that click? I'm going to tighten it just to see if it's like, I could always loosen it. Let me see. Just want to see if it's, look at that. Whoa. See that there? See the mechanism there of him walking? Wow, that's really good. So that's some weight on that. So that's his lower left leg. Just squeeze in a little bit. So that's his lower left leg there. Wow, that is amazing. Amazing. So that's his leg from that side. That's the outside of the leg there. See? And a little toe there. There's mechanism, which I'm going to have to look after because that's plastic. That's plastic. And if I dropped it like that, it would smash. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's really good. The whole mechanism works. The whole toes and everything work. Yep, I'm happy with that. That looks really, really good with this kind of, it's called a rod, but it's kind of part of the assembly. But yeah, we'll obviously have to do the other side as well. But this is where we ended up. That's where we ended up there, and that's what we've completed. This whole bottom section, including his knee joint there. So that completes stage 20 of the build. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.